Good morning. Trey should be here any second. Good morning, everybody. Merry Cryptid Miss. Brian, Merry Christmas. I am a little stuffily. Beta? Is that how you say that? Beta? Welcome, Beta. Oh, okay, Beta. I see the fish. Jake, good morning. Fireball would fix that. Yeah, but I didn't have a bunch to do today. Coffee in the kitchen. Yeah, it's that mushroom coffee.
All right, good deal. And it's
Good morning, Jake.
10 foot long, 65 inches wide.
Perfect. We'll borrow that for the Michigan trip if I end up getting it.
Okay. Like I said, the only thing that trailer,
Oh, we can ratchet it.
yeah.
So what is when you like the arms that hold the gate up is broken or what?
Yeah.
So it needs to lean in and be ratcheted down.
Yep.
Okay.
Or if we can get it up on there with it already laid down, we've done that.
We'll see.
Just how to get it up there with.
So they're pretty. The thing with the Argos is they're pretty low clearance
Oh, okay.
because they're a boat.
Yeah. So it needs the.
They probably will need the ramp. They will climb anything. I was just watching that exact one we're going to look at.
Yeah.
Do stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Like they had one in a rock ravine in like not Hocking Hills, but looked like Hocking Hills, just with one set of the tires in the ravine going up
Yeah.
and just sliding on its belly up like a lizard.
No problem.
But then they didn't have a roll cage on it or nothing.
Yeah.
It's a good way to die.
As long as you're not going like fast.
You know, the only thing I had installed in my Jeep was a roll cage.
Oh, okay.
No, fast didn't matter because once you start tipping back, you're just
Well,
that whole thing is coming on top of you.
Yeah, I guess so.
It weighs 750 pounds. We look very laggy. Are we very laggy, everybody?
It does look.
All right, Jake, good morning. Paul, good morning.
Jake. Good morning, Paul.
Jaclone,
Your clone.
the French name. Lord Hobie is on deck, Brian.
Hobo.
Oh my gosh, Lord Hobo. I can't read. I've been sick. Heidi Ho, Beta. James, good morning.
Good morning.
I think it's the government.
I had questions about the message you sent me
I wish you would have answered the phone. Because I was like having fever dreams.
last night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been sick.
Yeah.
Like the head stuff is the least of it. It's been like a lot of like so Saturday night I didn't go to bed till like 5 in the morning on Sunday because my stomach pain was so bad. But I had the kids, so I almost called my dad to come and just sit with the kids so I could go to the ER.
Yeah.
And I've been sick.
In German, you are far from lagging.
Okay, so it just is on our end then. I want to look it up.
Good morning, David.
Oh yeah, we're not lagging on Facebook.
All right, cool. So it's just the feed here.
It's odd.
That's probably a StreamYard thing. Bad and demented, but social.
Good morning, David.
That's from something, isn't it?
Yeah, I figured it was 10 feet long. They come in 8 feet and 10 feet.
There's a 10-footer.
Yeah.
Ooh, you ready to party tonight for the end of the year?
No.
Oh, okay. You're not coming to the bowling alley?
Probably not.
Oh, jeez.
There's no euchre, right?
Nope.
Eh.
We have a band. We got bowling.
I hate bands.
Code Breaker.
It just is too loud for me.
Oh, yeah, the autism.
It just is too loud. In the bowling alley, there's nowhere you can sit.
Nowhere to hide.
Where it's not just blaring.
What we like. Bring in the new year with some new sound.
Some of those bands are just a little too loud, though.
Like Nana's Camaro.
I can't remember them being too loud.
You know, that was their final public performance, right?
What was the one that Joey kept stealing the mic from?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Somehow related to him, not related to him.
Oh, okay. What about it?
That one was very loud.
Oh, okay. That's what she said.
All right, the Franks just confirmed they're coming.
All right. All right. Ice fishing trip. The Franks and the pepperoni rolls will be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a staple of the event.
I've been ice fishing with the Franks for a long time now.
You put anything in the coffee? You just straight up.
It's not as it's mushroom coffee,
Right.
so it's not as harsh as normal coffee.
Okay.
So I just put a little bit of sugar and a little bit of milk.
You did put milk in it?
Yeah, just a little bit though. It's not like how I normally make the coffee.
I need to bring the station for a live remote. Huh?
Oh, ice fishing?
Oh.
Good luck with that. There is no signal where we go. Only wolves.
That's pretty good though.
Man, there's been a lot of drama this week with wolves.
What?
So what state is Yellowstone National Park mostly in?
Wyoming, right? Or is it Idaho or Montana?
It's shared between a bunch of states.
Yeah.
But I think it's
Montana, maybe?
okay, now I gotta look. I don't want to get this wrong because this is big drama in the wildlife community right now.
Okay. Oh, Brian's talking about to the bowling alley.
What state is Yellowstone mostly in? Wyoming. So it's
Right.
Idaho is the problem. 1% of the park is in Idaho.
Okay.
So recently, like this week, Idaho does not want wolves. They are very, very, very against wolves
Okay. The whole state?
as a state.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I don't know about individual people,
Right.
but as a state, they are very determined for their livestock commissions and stuff like that.
To have no wolves.
They have no wolves.
Okay.
I think there is rules like they have to. I think they want it down to like 500 wolves, and they're like at 1,500.
Okay.
So there's rules with hunting wolves and shooting wolves and all this stuff. They're not investigating anything.
About who's shooting them?
Yeah, the people are just slaughtering wolves. And there's a turn-in, a buyback. So if you are shooting problem wolves, the state will pay you.
Okay.
So a Yellowstone, a mom wolf with her 3 babies, Yellowstone National Park. He claims that she wandered on Idaho private land. They shot her and all 3 cubs.
Jeez.
And he got paid for 2 of the cubs.
Oh, jeez.
And there's this whole thing where Idaho does not care. They're not looking into it too hard.
Yeah.
Because he may have poached him off of Yellowstone National Park. So even though the Yellowstone National Park was in Idaho, you have to follow the park rules.
Not the state rules.
Yeah, because it's national park.
Right. Supersedes.
Wolves equalize the ecosystem and help. Yeah, people don't get how bad like coyotes are for the environment without like the checks and balances. My wife found a sweet tip for coffee. Your mushroom deal may achieve it. Cinnamon, add it to your coffee beans, just a dash, and makes it less harsh on your stomach.
Huh.
I could believe that.
And we'll try that next time.
Happy New Year, David.
We brew some up.
Oh, it's already New Year's there, isn't it?
I don't know. Ask David.
David, is it already? Warn us if anything bad happens. Looking for strange. Good morning. That was one of my things.
Was what?
Just the wolves.
Just the wolves. Okay.
And man, they're going to be here in Ohio here in like the next couple of years.
Hopefully.
People are very not excited
Why?
because you know that the DNR is trying to walk off that black bear that was killed. And they're trying to walk it off as it being a pet bear. It's 100% a wild bear from Michigan.
Right. Yeah.
I'll bet anything on it. It was a wild bear from Michigan. You can see it in the claw. It was not a like a pet bear. Happy New Year, guys. Keep doing great work. I really enjoy your channel. Well, thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy. Happy New Year. Much appreciated.
Oh yeah, we always appreciate the love. Well, Brian Wolf, yeah,
We're already here.
but they got the one in the N23 south of Lansing. And keep in mind, we have a wolf. We've had wolves at our cabin forever, which is near Clare, Michigan. And as far as the DNR is concerned, they don't exist.
Okay.
There's no wolves in the Lower Peninsula.
Right. Yeah, but that's wrong.
And like if you've never seen a real wolf compared to a coyote, people are like you're just mistaking a coyote. No,
They're distinctly different.
they're first off, one is massive.
Yeah.
They look different though. They really do look very, very different. Coyotes always remind me much more of foxes.
Yeah.
They're just taller foxes, and the way
Yeah.
they look, their body shape, like the shape of their face. Wolves are definitely much more big canids. Like they don't look like dogs, but they definitely have more of that
shape.
dog features.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're south of Lansing. They got that one, and they try to play it off as a pet, I believe, until they found it had a RFD chip in it for the UP programs.
Oh wow.
So it was a wild wolf that
Yeah.
had just gone 400 miles south,
Yeah.
which they do. Their home ranges can be up to 100 square miles.
Right. Even coyotes, we found out. are
Hundreds of
gi-
miles.
Yeah, it's
They
gigantic.
go hundreds of miles. It's 12:40 a.m. New Year's Day here. All is good so far. Thank you, David. Or Dave. Thank you, Dave.
So we're good. At least we got the first 40 minutes next year.
Yeah,
We
right.
should be good.
If you don't bother, then they won't. I like wolves. I've never had a problem with wolves. Why do you suppose authorities are dismissive by witness reports? Are they hiding something? Here's the thing, and I tell you, from working with organizations in the government that deal with wildlife, so the reason that was told to me for the state of Ohio not admitting that big cats are back, like cougars and cougars and or mountain lions are the same animal, is because they do not have this is their excuse. They do not have the funding to to support this. So if they say mountain lions are back, instantly there's supposed to be habitat assessments, there's supposed to be population assessments. There's whole crews that have to be made. They have to hire a state, and then each district has to hire a big cat biologist. So it will create a lot of jobs that the DNR does not want to pay for. And then it's excluding like Ohio EPA and other organizations that have to deal with this. So they're going to ignore them as long as possible. And then there's the other side to it, like we talked about with Bigfoot and camping. Mountain lions fall into the same thing. Your mountain lion's not going to bother you. You don't bother mountain lion. Mountain lion attacks are super, super rare, even where the mountain lions are common.
Mm.
They know people are not. Cats aren't dumb. They know people are not good news to be around.
Right.
So are wolves. Wolves aren't dumb. Every wolf I've ever had an interaction with, it has gone the other way. It has seen me and has been like, I don't want to get shot.
It knows who the predator is.
Well, humans, they shoot at them, and in some parts of Michigan, they have the beanbags that they shoot at the bears and they shoot at the wolves with.
Right. Yeah.
So every like the bears in Michigan are completely different than the bears in like Ohio or Tennessee.
Tennessee, especially.
Because every interaction they have with people normally ends up with them getting shot with a beanbag.
Yeah.
So it sucks. So then they see you, and then the first instinct is to get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
That's one reason.
Make like a tree and get the heck out of here.
That's one reason these organizations may be dismissing these reports, like because they know they're there. They know they're there. The other one is, like I said, is camping industry. Is even the mountain lion's already there, but now if the DNR admits that they're there, it's going to scare people, and it's going to stop people from camping in state parks a little bit. Same with the wolves. The wolves are they have like farmers associations and the livestock associations are fighting against the wolves for killing calves and killing sheep and goats and stuff like that, which is very minimal. And then you have like the UP hates wolves. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like the amount of guided hunters that absolutely despise wolves because they eat deer like they're supposed to.
Yeah.
But Michigan's also the state where you get 8 deer tags.
Right. Yeah.
And then you can apply for more.
Yeah. There's too many.
But these guides and stuff like that are just, I hate the wolves. They're killing all the fawns and
people just need something to hate.
Well, they do, and it's a wolf's an easy thing. It's been an easy thing for the last 4,000 years.
Right. Yeah.
They hate a wolf. Every human, we've been on continents. Every continent's had a wolf-like animal, and we've hated them the whole time. But then we do. So let me go back to some.
That's
comments.
why they hate them, because they're ungovernable. Well, I guess you could shoot them. That's pretty governable, but
Coyotes average 45 to 50 pounds. Wolves are like 150 pounds plus. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, then they just look completely different. Like, it's not a mane, but I always describe it as wolves have almost like a mane of fur right above their shoulders. Like, they have a much more menacing presence. Not menacing, but what is that? Intimidating.
There you
Caroline, good morning.
Good morning, Caroline.
Jessica says, in the early 2000s, I know for a fact I saw a red wolf cross my pasture in central North Carolina. So many people told me I was wrong. My dad, it was a coyote. I know the difference between the two. It was a red wolf. And there still are red wolves in North Carolina. And yeah, the pack range is usually 500 miles. They overlap other packs. They do respect others' territory. Yep. Let the weirdness begin for this year. It's called a tuft. Thank you, Brian.
The tuft
The
of
tuft
hair.
of fur. Oh, gosh.
Fur, yeah, it's fur, not hair.
Riley, Big Fish, good morning, guys. Enjoyed y'all's confessionals last week. Thank you.
Thank you, Riley.
Jake says, hi, guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Laura?
I think Jackson.
Oh, Jackson, sorry.
Laura Elizabeth.
I had a wolf hybrid.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Jackson, you should look into the red wolves here in North Carolina. It's real smoke. It's a real smoke, a pack a day type place. Unfortunately. They got it introduced, but they're not doing well. Yeah.
Okay.
Maverick, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Maverick. We my grandpa's neighbor that had that mountain lion, I think I've talked about before. They had a hybrid
wolf dog.
Yeah, wolf dog.
Ohio has to be now. It has to be less than 33%.
Really? I think this is the one they put. That might have been the one they put down. I don't remember because it bit his daughter's like face.
Yeah.
Like bad.
Barb, Happy New Year, Barb.
Happy New Year, Barb. All right, let me try pouring me a cup of that. My back still hurts, but it's getting.
You want me to get it for you?
Better. No, it's getting better.
And I go over the list of stuff we have to talk about.
Okay.
I have a whole list.
All right. Right back.
But yeah, so my stepbrother had a wolf hybrid. One of them ate their Yorkies, and that's not funny. It's not funny, Caroline. I wasn't prepared to read that. Yeah, I mean, it's hard for a wolf to recognize a Yorkie as another dog. I mean, it's the size of a rabbit. Jackson, have you guys been hunting any this year? I don't hunt. Not because I don't like hunting, because all of my siblings and my parents hunt. So I have plenty of deer meat for the rest of the year. I have small kids, and if they ever want to hunt, I'll go hunting with them. But I rather reap the benefits. I'm a fisherman, which I haven't done much of that this year either. It's been a crazy year. But both, actually, my brother, my dad, and two of my brothers, my dad, have both gotten really nice bucks that are going on the wall. I think my brother Luke's was a 14 or a 15-point buck. He lets me, I'll post pictures. That's one he's been after for a while. I want to read you what Caroline put, and you can't laugh, okay?
Laugh?
Yeah. My stepbrother had a wolf hybrids. One of them ate their Yorkie, though, so they had to rehome them.
Jeez, yeah, that's not good.
I laughed because I wasn't prepared to read what I was reading.
Right.
Nice. I've got a swan hunt coming up at the end of the week, and I'm going fishing for crappie. That is...
Swan hunt?
I want to... I see a picture. Jackson, what state are you in?
You're allowed to hunt swans?
In certain states, and I really want one.
Wow.
It's one of the waterfowl. I used to
like you want one to.
I want to hunt one.
Oh, you want to hunt one? Okay.
I really want to hunt a true wild like a trumpeter.
That'd be cool.
I think they're amazing animals. I love like our cabin. You've seen
so
them.
You want to shoot one?
Huh?
You want to shoot one?
Yeah. I just think
What would Steve say?
I probably wouldn't be happy. North Carolina. Well, heck, I may drive down to North Carolina and join you. That's one I've always wanted to hunt, though. hunting some waterfowl and stuff like that. Our buddies, the Franks, are big waterfowl hunters. Happy New Year, Jen. McLaughlin.
Jen McLaughlin.
McLaughlin. Remember? I've always said it McLaughlin. Jen did me the giant.
Still up in the hallway.
Still probably. I mean, it's my top 3 pieces of art in my entire home I love the most. It is the single biggest piece of art I have, though, too.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my grandma's paintings is bigger upstairs.
Oh, okay.
But good morning, Tosh.
Good morning, Tosh and Matthew.
Good morning, Matthew. It's only like $5.
What?
You can get a North Carolina tag, and it's a lottery, but it's worth it. Oh, so send me the link if you ever get time, and I'll buy one for next year. Maybe.
Oh, so you get picked if you're.
Yeah, but it's like you said, it's only $5. I do the DNR one every year. I've never gotten picked. I don't think they pick anybody for Ohio.
Right. Yeah.
The Ohio DNR is very lacking.
Yeah.
And there's really good people in the Ohio DNR.
There's not enough of them.
I just think that it's a very disorganized structure from the top down. So I don't think there's too many actual not great people in the Ohio DNR. I just think that there's not a lot of structure for planning things.
Gotcha.
If it's not a walleye and it's not a deer, they really don't care. They don't care. They do not care.
Good morning, Joan.
Good morning, Joan. Yeah, man, I got you. Awesome. Or if you get one, go with Captain Froggy. I'd love to. I mean, a swan is an animal I've always wanted to hunt. Like, ever since going up to Michigan and seeing them in the winter, because I've seen tundras, which tundras are a lot smaller. Because there's snowy geese and there's tundra swans, and people get in trouble a lot.
Okay.
Because when you waterfowl hunt, you have to be able to tell male, female what species it is.
Yeah.
There's rules.
You can't just shoot willy-nilly.
Yeah, so people will see big white bird and assume snowy goose, and they'll shoot a tundra swan. Because a trumper is harder to argue because they're friggin' massive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like shooting at a small plane.
Right, yeah.
So you can't be, it's always harder to be like, oh, I thought I was shooting at a snowy goose.
Right, yeah.
Which is smaller than the Canadian goose.
Yeah, well.
Or a blue goose.
You never know. Perspective. It's a tricky thing.
ODR is crazy.
Dismembered.
Yeah, it's not great.
What, like it? What's he mean by that?
Like, I'm gonna assume he's talking about between the districts and the law enforcement and the biologist, and just everybody's kind of doing their own thing.
Compartmentalized, in a sense.
Yeah, and just like I said, nobody's really bad in it that I've met, but it's just a lot of
not good communication.
Yeah,
between other members or other divisions. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know how it all breaks down.
So District 1 is Columbus.
Okay, so yeah.
But District is also the state district.
Yeah.
There's the state office and there's the district office in the same building. We're District 2, then this District 3 is the northeast, and then District 4 is the southwest. District 5 is the southeast.
Wow, okay.
So there's a district office with, normally it's supposed to have a biologist. I don't think we have one right now for ours.
Brian, so looking for 7 swans of swimming?
Yes. Do you guys know what all cons you're attending next year? It's a little later so far. Stuff's getting announced. I know let me think.
Are we doing Cryptid Con? Are we going to
Yes. They officially announced it. They moved the date back. So it's November still.
Okay, good.
It's still November.
Okay. Well, that's good news. Well, I know one we're attending for sure.
The Ohio Bigfoot Jamboree.
2. Ohio Bigfoot Jamboree 2 taking place.
Bigfoot from around the country.
Is it October 4th this year? October 4th, 2025. We have speakers from all over the, I guess, the east side of the United States.
We have to talk with you about stuff still.
And we may have we have a job for you.
Yeah. You're just going to do it.
Yeah.
So let me go through the list. So I know we have Frogman next year, which is in March, right? First weekend of March or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We have a live show in Arkansas in April. I think we're going to the Bigfoot conference in May as just as people.
Oh, okay.
We talked about that, just renting a cabin, just going as people.
Yeah.
So we won't be vending, but we'll be there. We should be there to hang out or anything like that.
And then we got in August.
You're skipping ahead.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, because June we have the live show with Michael.
Well, yeah, our live show. That's right.
I'm just going through my head each month.
Yep.
We may have something in July. We haven't settled that anything yet. August, I'm super excited for the biggest Bigfoot festival in the world.
And it's been moved.
The Benton County Fairgrounds.
MacArthur Park.
I seen all the posts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what was I saying? MacArthur Park. Oh, Benton County. I'm excited for it to be at the fairground.
Yeah.
I really am. I think a fairground, for how big these events gotten, I think a fairground is a very great place for that.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know if she's going to allow camping. I wanted to talk to her about that. We just bring the bus and sleep in the bus. And if I end up getting that Argo or something, we'll bring that down on a trailer behind the bus and drive around and be stupid.
We'll have to get like some stickers and stuff for it.
Oh, that one I bought, the naughty sticker from the Christmas party is going on it.
Christmas party.
Luigi and Mario.
Oh, okay. Duh. Our
Get,
Christmas party.
Yeah, I'm going to get some looks for ice fishing.
That's all right. Oh, can I give you my Bill Gates one?
Maybe. I don't remember what it is.
From the Jimmy Dore show?
I don't remember what it says.
Oh,
I'm probably fine with it.
It's vulgar.
Because, it's vulgar?
It has the letters F-U in it.
Like it says that?
Yeah.
I don't want that on it. Then.
Oh, come on.
Well, just because with the kids.
Well, we can't read yet. That sticker will be worn out before they can read.
No, so that's really exciting.
Well, maybe not Atlas.
Because 2 days in a camp, like a fairground style, I'm assuming it's Benton County, so it's not a huge fairground, but it's still a fairground, and they're sizable. So I'm assuming there'll be more speaker tickets available this year. I know they sold out really quick last year.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. I really am. B puts on a really good festival. Okay. First off, Tasha, they are all compartmentalized. ODNR consists of wildlife divisions, parks, watercrafts, etc., etc. Yeah, they do not talk to each other. Believe me, when I was on federal permits, I told you the one story.
Well, you told me a lot of stories, but
so we had a permit to collect. I believe it was blue breast darters, which are federally or state protected, state endangered.
Okay,
can't have them. We were on a permit to collect them for a DNA thing. We were going to put them back. You take fin clippings; they don't hurt the fish. The fins grow back. The membrane will grow back. But you guys are so small, it's just easier to take a bucket of them up to the truck, do the work there, and then dump them back in the river.
Right, yeah.
It's just easier on the fish, it's easier on us than trying to sit there and...
Right, in the river, yeah.
A DNR officer had come up and seen, technically, I think we had 50 of them or something like that. Federally protected, federally endangered fish. Each one of them is prison time. Yeah. If you weren't on a permit, if you weren't able to collect these things, each one of those is prison time. And he just looked in there and he just went, "Guys collecting minnows?" Like, yeah. Like, all right, have a good day.
Yeah.
I had no idea what he was looking at.
Oh, really?
Nothing. He didn't know.
I didn't know if he was just like letting you guys.
No, he thought we were just collecting minnows for bait.
Yeah.
First off, you're not even allowed to net that site we were in.
Yeah.
Huh. We were, like I said, we were on permits. We were allowed to be there. We were allowed to do the stuff we were doing. But but he didn't know that.
Okay. I thought he was under that impression.
No. Been brainstorming costume ideas. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to one up last year's.
Like even with the state, I deal with park management, read the rules one way in one county and another way in other counties. Game wardens even in different counties read regulations differently.
Right? Yeah.
Here I can tell you. I don't want to. Let me. Oh gosh. Okay. Go to Foggy. It's the best tasting bird to me. I would love to try it. I feel them thump the ground when they hit the ground. They're massive.
Trumpeter swans.
Yeah. Can't wait. I'll say something to that. I've said that before with when I bred salamanders. I bred exotic salamanders. Me and Emily did exotic salamanders and newts. So there's no rules against that. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
It's native species. So in Ohio, with the fishing license, you're allowed to collect. And this is me trying to remember the rule. It is 6 non-endangered, non-threatened salamanders of any species.
Okay.
And you could breed those, right? You got to keep death records, and you're not allowed to ever sell the 6 you collected from the wild.
Okay. But you can
But
sell the
But
babies.
that's how it's worded.
Right. Yeah.
You're not allowed to sell the 6 you collected from the wild.
Okay.
So what does that imply?
You can breed them and sell the babies.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I called the state office to verify. Because I'm like, I do this as not a job. You know, me and Emily made a little bit of money off it, but I do it as a hobby.
Yeah.
I don't want to get my resume collection in trouble, but I would like to do some native stuff. It was mostly just just common newts and stuff like that. I just wanted they were easy to breed, and I just was going to add them to the collection. So the state told me they don't know. They're going to go ahead and let my district decide how the rule reads.
Okay.
So they send me, the state biologist sends me to Finley.
Yeah.
Finley says they have no friggin' idea for me to call the state. I said, that's who sent me over to you guys. And like, oh, well, we're going to go ahead and put it over to your county game warden, and we're going to let him decide.
They're getting more local.
It was Ryan Kennedy.
Yeah.
He lives down the street.
Yeah.
So I call Ryan. I'm like, why? You don't have to give me his number. I have his number. And so I call Ryan, and he's like, why did they tell you to call me? And I just explained to him, like, he's like, all right. Then he had to call, because there's no amphibian biologist for the state of Ohio. We have no amphibian biologist. It's the state fish biologist. It's Brian Zimmerman. He's a super nice guy. And he doesn't even he's not the state fish biologist. He's the consultant they pay because they don't want to give him state benefits.
Gotcha.
But they call the Indiana state biologist for amphibians. They have her read the book, and she tells me, yeah, it's probably fine.
Yeah.
I can't stand Ohio, how it's designed.
I mean, either way, it's
Paul will be there. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying, if it's up to for interpretation, you should have at least.
Oh, I could. I've done that. I've argued every rule in that stupid book.
Right. Yeah.
Because they are written so gray.
Exactly.
As long as you can say the right words, you can argue
anything.
As long as your game warden is not a complete a-hole. I'll be at the live show with Michael Thompson, hoping to have a full recovery for my next surgery by Frogman.
Oh, I hope you are too.
Brian said 215 acres for the fairgrounds.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's a lot. I'm excited for the live show in April. Won't have to drive far for that one. Yeah.
No, you won't. That's right. It'll be down your neck of the woods.
Only probably 4 or 5 hours or 6 hours. I don't know. I'm ready for OBJ. Yeah, it was a fun time. Classic state answer. We don't know. Yeah.
Right.
No, I've dealt with the state on a professional level, and
I don't know. I just bump you down to the lower guys.
That's nobody wants to take the blame for anything.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So what are they doing there?
But it's like you're the guys that would be writing the ticket.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So you're not going to get in trouble. It's just you.
It's you. Yeah. Judge, jury, executioner. Well, I don't know.
I worked with them a lot, though. There's a reason that the DNR and the Ohio EPA got oversights taken away. We had to do them. I remember, I won't say which organization it was. One of them had a fish crew, the same job I did. And they were doing like 6 sites a week. And the state was paying for it, right? And paying like 3 times the value.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know how much any of that stuff costed.
Yeah.
They got a quote from the company I used to work for. And they're like, well, how many sites do you do a day at that price? Like, depending on how close they are, we can do 5 or 6 sites a day. Because these are river sites, they're not the little sites. As long as they're afloat, so it's a continuous float, we can do probably 5 or 6 a day. And they're like, a day? Like,
right.
The crew's doing them in a week.
Yeah.
Like, a week?
Yeah.
They're getting a hotel and staying, like, no, we'll be home for dinner.
Right, yeah.
Like,
is that when they switched over to you?
Yeah. Oh, gosh. We were not favored by some of the other entities in Ohio.
I bet not.
Because they lost. They got chopped down from 400 sites. They had like 5 or 6 fish crews and 400 sites. They got chopped down to 1 fish crew. So they had to fire almost all their employees.
Wow.
And they were only given like 50 sites.
Look at you.
It wasn't me. They did it themselves because they were, what do you call that? It's kind of capitalism, but when you price yourself out of the game, being stupid like that.
I'm not sure the name. I know what you're talking
Because
about.
it's being lazy and being stupid about overcharging people.
Right, yeah.
So they did it to themselves.
There is a name for it.
It wasn't like it was close, right? The money wasn't close. They were charging like 3 times as much. And then saying that it was taking 8 times as long.
Right, yeah.
So when they got a quote from us, another company, they're like, okay. So they've just been...
Like,
it wasn't even a comeback. Because I think the original plan was to come back and kind of restructure their teams and kind of get them moving. But when there's that big a disparity, they're like, okay, well, you've been taking advantage, eating up.
Gouging is what Brian called it.
Yeah, gouging. Price gouging is what it was. Yes, thank you. Your Bigfoot is set to go. Awesome.
Sweet.
Good morning, Dale.
Good morning, Dale.
Check Insta. Yeah, so the DNR did that to themselves. Or whatever. It wasn't the DNR, but whatever group did it. All right, let's see what else I texted you last night in my...
Well, the one was like, I was confused if you were actually talking to me or just getting out show ideas.
Oh, the carbon dating thing?
I don't know. All of it, really.
Pfizer, carbon dating, the fog, me dying. We have an evolution episode coming soon. Yay. Are there any cryptid conferences down into the Texas area?
Sure,
Amy,
there is.
There is. And...
Is that one we got invited to, right?
Well, we have a meeting with that company next week.
Oh, okay.
So we may have Amy... we have a meeting next Tuesday with a company that's doing a conference in Texas. So get back a hold of us in 2 weeks, and I'll let you know how that meeting goes. It's after Cribs and Coffee next week.
Okay.
But yeah, there are conferences in Texas. There's the Dogman conference travels, but it's been in Texas several times. There's the Folk Arkansas Bigfoot Festival.
See what Brian said?
So apparently there was 2 Dogman sightings near the Ravenna Arsenal in the last 2 weeks. With the Dogman Lake being around massive guns for some reason, military installations.
It's like maybe they were made there.
Like they're supposed to go in, like, I just go under here. This is where I live.
That's where it came from. It's like
there's a doghouse in the back.
Going back home.
Everybody's wondering why there's such a big doghouse.
He's in the jailhouse now. Yeah, we'll see how that goes next week.
Yeah, so we may be going to Texas next year. It all depends on dates and price points and all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a long haul for us.
Yeah, unless Daryl Sims can just
bring us down,
get us a flight on his ship.
Yeah, because we have an episode in a couple weeks about evolution somewhere on the podcast. I don't know where it'll end up. But I got down our DNA mutations rabbit hole last night.
Ooh, okay.
Which is a huge part of the theory of evolution.
Okay, right.
Which DNA mutations, I mean, that's why I texted you, have never been proven to ever, and we've done thousands, hundreds of thousands of DNA mutations in lab settings. No, never once has it gained information.
Okay.
It is only lost or corrupted.
Okay.
So we've never, ever witnessed the gaining of information.
Through mutation.
That's only theoretical. That's only theoretical.
Yeah. Ain't it funny how so much of the stuff that governs our ideas of biology and science and physics and all that is just based on theories?
Yes. Our faith. It's called faith.
Well, yeah.
Science is a religion.
Right.
Well, I shared that thing about Joe Rogan last night, which you can take or hate or whatever. Joe Rogan, you can cherry pick good things and bad things.
Absolutely.
He's all over the spectrum for me.
Overall, I like him.
I like that he's open to a lot of things.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. He
does think some things are stupid. He hates Bigfoot.
I just think he doesn't understand.
Which, yeah, that may be. Robert, good morning. But, no, so that's one for the... Oh, and then I learned a lot about... I got on a carbon-14 kick.
Okay.
Last night.
Okay.
So carbon-14 is a biologically produced... or not biologically produced. Biologically... what do you say that when...
Compound?
It's a compound that biology is constantly replenishing inside of itself. Okay. So we're like a sump for it.
Okay.
Any living thing on Earth, anaerobic or aerobic, doesn't matter, is sumping carbon-14. We're carbon-based organisms. It's a carbon, we need carbon. And and it stops when you die. And I didn't know this, the half-life that the Boneyard guy rescheduled with Joe.
Hello, Robert, by the way.
Disappointed that the
The Boneyard guy rescheduled with Joe. Is the Boneyard guy the guy that found, or, the bones that they dumped? Is he one talking about it?
I don't know, Robert. You'll have to tell me. I don't understand what you're saying. But the half-life of carbon-14 in biology is only 5,700 years, some change.
Okay.
That means every 5,700 years, some change, half of the original amount's gone.
Right.
And another half.
Okay.
So it's only accurate, roughly, for about the 10 halves.
Okay. Which
so
only
57,000 years.
That's it.
And I was listening to a paleontologist and archaeologist talk about this last night, and they were not being conspiratorial. They were talking about early sites with megafaunal mammals in North America. And they were talking about some of the misunderstandings with carbon-14 dating and radiocarbon dating and stuff like that. And they were talking about how much after like 100,000 years is guesswork. So they were actually using it to just credit some sites that were dating back to 100,000 years.
Wow.
So like after 50,000 years, it's really the ability to really tell where it came from by carbon.
Right.
Dramatically goes down.
Right.
And so I looked into it more and more and more, and it was the whole thing.
So it's a house of cards, huh?
It's just a house of cards.
Just waiting to be blown over.
This Always Sunny in Philadelphia does a good skit about it too.
Okay. But carbon-14?
Okay. Charlie's the crazy guy, right?
Yeah.
So what's the other two guys' names?
Not
Frank.
No, Frank is is Danny.
So it's Frank and Charlie are sitting on one side of religion, Danny and the other, and then the thin one.
Why am I blanking on their D is the woman. Why am I'll go on. I
gotta look it up so I get it right.
I can see their faces and everything. Why is it not their name's not coming to my head? Because the one.
All right, Charlie.
Yes.
Mac.
And Dennis.
Yeah.
Dennis. That's
D. Frank.
Yeah.
All right.
Dennis and Mac.
So it's Charlie and Frank are on one side of religion, and Dennis and D are on the side of science. And Max has this big board.
He's the mediator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's supporting. He's like.
He's indifferent.
He's like, yeah, I believe in God.
Yeah.
And Mac's like, well, that's not Mac.
Dennis.
Dennis like, well, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like you just read something that a bunch of guys wrote that you have no way to prove, and you just believe it. And then they start getting into science, and he's like, they're talking about science. So he's like, so you read something. Have you shifted to the numbers at all yourself? Have you gone through and done any of these?
Right.
No. So you read something that some man wrote down that you just believe.
Right. Yep. Same thing.
Oh, the Joe Rogan thing I shared last night was about the Big Bang. Because it was that, I can't remember who he was quoting, but he was quoting somebody saying that science likes to pretend it's all empirical and data and facts and all this stuff, as long as you let him get away with one miracle.
The Big Bang.
Yeah, they can put everything else on paper. And then I was just watching a guy try to explain. Okay. I was watching a guy try to explain the Big Bang last night. Because he was arguing with Christians about stuff. And he was explaining it, and he's a quantum physicist. So he's using really big words, so I'm sure I missed stuff.
Okay.
But my basic understanding was he was saying the Big Bang was a reemergence of a collapsing galaxy before. So the galaxy shrunk, collapsed into a single point, then re-exploded.
Okay.
So then the Christians well, what started that?
What's what?
What started that then?
Okay.
You didn't answer the Big Bang. You just pushed it back further.
Yeah, you kicked the can down the road.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, well, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So you just moved it. You're just saying that thing. And that, there's stars and black holes and galaxies that shouldn't exist.
I don't know. I mean.
So they're too old, apparently, for the Big Bang.
Okay.
It's almost like they were made old.
Okay.
So it's weird.
Right.
And there's also there should be black holes dying right now for black hole theory. There should be black holes that were the smallest black holes, like the size of Everest, should be starting to die right about now.
Okay.
And I've never witnessed it in the last couple thousand years. And the astrologers are really good at being like, "Oh, that star went out."
Isn't that just shouldn't that just be a sign that maybe all this stuff's made up?
Well, I don't think it's all made up. I think it's a lot younger.
Mm.
I think the universe. I think stuff was made old.
I think it's just maybe not what they're telling us it is.
Oh, okay. What did Tosh? Science is only what people funding studies want there to be. Yeah, I mean, that's a big part of it. Dale says there's currently a missing teen in Knox County, Kentucky. Same county as the attack and death of the teen boy. The episode about could be a coincidence, but who knows? Just found it interesting that it's involving the same county and had a case aligned.
That is weird.
We'll have to look into that, Dale. The Big Bang was what God told the angels to pull his finger. There you go.
But
did you see those guys are missing? There's more guys missing. We're searching for Bigfoot out in Washington.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, they're probably dead.
That's not good.
It's been very cold, and they've been missing for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
They went on Christmas looking for Bigfoot.
Well, where was Sasquatch and the Missing Man filmed? It's out.
That's Washington, right?
Okay. That's out now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just make sure I didn't reveal something.
No,
Hey, Gator
Gil. Good morning.
Good morning.
Gator said sign him up for the next ice fishing trip.
All right.
I already had the cabin booked for this one.
All right.
We were out of room.
Good deal.
But yeah.
We get same place?
Mhm.
All right, cool. I like that place.
Because I would have got.
You think it's going to get cold enough?
Yeah. There's
Okay.
people on ice right now.
I know, but we're a month out.
Yeah, but tomorrow we're getting a polar vortex starting tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Like it's gonna be 3 degrees in a couple days.
Didn't know that. Better bring the turtle in.
Yeah, she'd be dead.
I wanted to see what your reaction.
So yeah,
Acclimating her to the cold environment. By the time she's 50, she's gonna be a winter turtle.
so yeah, it looks like for us up here, which I got to talk to Tosh about this. Oh, they were found dead, being put on passed away due to exposure. But they were found dead. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Amber says good morning.
Good morning, Amber.
Robert says they still haven't found the ones in the Adirondacks, and they probably won't. The Adirondacks.
Oh, wow.
Just because it's in New York. People
Yeah.
don't realize like the mountains of New York.
Yeah.
How actually monstrous they are.
And well, just how big the state New York is.
Yeah, because they think of city. They think New
Right,
York
yeah.
City.
It's the smallest little part of it.
Just the coast in that corner. So like for us, we'll have ice here in about a week. Really good.
Okay, we'll go ice fishing on Hog Creek.
Well, I wouldn't mind going on Indian, but I got to talk to Tosh about doing the ice safety course for the kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's 'cause it looks like the next week is a high of 28, lows in the teens. And then the week after that, you know, however accurate this is, highs are 19 and low is 6.
Hmm.
A good night of like, if you get single digits for 3 nights in a row,
Yeah.
I'll drive a 4-wheeler out there.
Yeah.
Like it'll do. I think I used to have the chart. It'll do 3 or 4 inches a night, as long as you're not losing it due to like if it's mid 30s, it'll be fine. It's not gonna. It'll lose a little tiny bit,
But not,
but
yeah.
it's not anything. Nothing.
Still freezing.
40s, even in the 40s, as long as it's not rainy and it's not super sunny, it's not gonna lose much. You
Mhm.
know, a 40-degree day. You know, and there's been raining and there's still people out in Otsego and stuff like that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would be, but they're still saying there's 5 inches of ice after you get rid of the top 2 inches of slush.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be plenty safe.
People are saying it's. I'm not saying it's good ice, but people are saying that.
Well, I'm 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Here's a life lesson for everybody. You never trust a skinny ice fisherman.
Hmm.
You don't. Remember,
I'm just kidding.
No, it was me and Nick the last time we went up, and that guy would have killed us all. There was these 2 old men sitting on our lake. They were like in their 80s, and I bet you they weighed maybe 90 pounds apiece. They had a bucket and a hand auger. I didn't like the ice around the edge, but I knew it was shallow, right? So I knew it was only a foot out for 20 feet because it's a sandbar.
Mm.
So I had a rope tied to Nick, and I'm like, well, just see if it gets better out there, because if you guys don't know, ice is thinnest around the edge.
Right.
And the best ice is normally in the middle because it's the last to freeze, and it normally freezes clear, which is stronger. So I have a rope tied to Nick, and Nick is just, it's called a spud bar, and he's just punching through every step with one hit, like it's nothing. And he gets out to like halfway to where those guys are, and he's still, but he's got a rope. I got a rope tied to him.
Yeah.
And he's still punching through, and I'm just like, come back. Those guys are idiots.
Yeah.
They're going to get somebody killed because some young person's going to walk out and be like, well, there's
They're
guys
fine.
out there. It's safe.
Yeah.
You never, ever, ever trust another ice fisherman when it comes to ice safety.
Yeah.
You just don't. You check it yourself. You always check the ice yourself. I don't care. What fish you after? Mostly pike. Depending on how everybody's feeling, we may go up for some sturgeon and walleye. But yeah, because you can't keep a sturgeon, but they're fun to catch. But walleye is really good eating.
Oh yeah.
And you can run tip ups for walleye. You just gotta switch them over.
Hard to catch though.
That's why you run the tip ups for them.
Yeah.
Run a big field of tip ups and just put leeches or minnows on them.
Snag them.
Yeah, there you go. Say that to the microphone.
Snag them with tip ups.
January 11th, we should have okay ice. January 18th is a definite date for one of those ice safety courses. I'll put it in my book, which is a Saturday, which should be fine. You can't trust any fisherman, LO. They all tell fish tales. Yep.
It's the truth.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I've seen, there was a bunch of four-wheelers went in this weekend in Michigan, and we have lost at least 2 fishermen this year already.
Ooh, not good.
Just people, like I said, it was 45-year-olds, 50-year-olds again. That seems like always the group we lose. People, it's that age where I think people start getting really confident and really relaxed. Like, well, it's good. I can tell from looking at it.
Right, yeah.
And then you go across and you hit a soft spot, which they're out there. I've been on lakes that have gone from 30 inches of ice to 10, which is still technically safe, but it's 20 inches of ice difference.
Yeah, it's a big jump.
There are people driving semis on it.
That part's nuts.
I mean, if it's good, maybe we'll go up to Burt for the night.
I just can't imagine driving a vehicle on that and losing it. That would just be the worst thing
you
to
buy
watch.
one that floats.
Imagine watching that going down.
Most of the time they get out. The truck that fell through, they got out.
They got the truck out?
Long as the air box doesn't go under, the engine doesn't suck up a bunch of water.
Right.
And it's running. Because the gas will keep
right
pushing the water out so it doesn't flood the engine from the back.
Right, yeah.
But you can clean them out. You don't start them after that. There's something you can do to clean them out.
That would just suck, though.
I've seen it. I've seen a lot of vehicles just disappear. I remember snowmobiles are the worst because they don't care. They'll fly over the ice and let it break behind. Snowmobiles kill people every year. I was on Burt Lake when that one killed the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he just because he was flying through a snowmobile and went through some guy's ice shanty and killed him.
Jeez.
I hate snowmobiles. I hate motorcycles and I hate snowmobiles.
Till you ride
and it's
one.
generally not the people on motorcycles. It's not really the reason I don't like motorcycles. It's other people around people on motorcycles.
Other people around people on motorcycles?
Yeah, people, like, I don't know. People get right up on motorcycles and it always turns my stomach. And I don't know. I just don't like motorcycles. I don't like snowmobiles. From Whitehaven, Pennsylvania. Hey, Richard.
Hello, Richard. You know what they said when the vehicle went under? What, the truck? Brian, it's almost your bedtime.
That was posted on the Michigan Ice Fishing page.
What's that?
It was a guy calling to his insurance. Hey, I got a claim to report. Like, okay, like I hit an animal. My truck's totaled. Like, what kind of animal did you hit? And he's like, a walleye. And you just picture behind him is just the truck is just the tail gate is sticking out of the water.
Yeah, it hit a walleye. It hit an animal.
Totaled the truck.
I hope he got his insurance coverage.
Actually, on your a couple just lost their truck, and I think they're okay. It happens every year. Like, we've had 4 bad years of ice. We've had really bad years of ice the last 4 years. So having ice before Christmas, people get super, super antsy
Yeah.
and
Wanna
do
get
dumb
out there.
things. So there's a guy on Lake of the Woods, which is where we're going to go up next year for the ice fishing trip.
Yeah.
We're in a big house.
That'd be cool.
So Gator, pay attention for that one because that one's going to be up in Minnesota, right?
Mhm.
And that's you rent you rent a whole house out there on the ice. But what was I saying? Oh, and a fissure had opened up, and this guy was flying, and he's trying to cross the fissure, and he's going, and his wife's talking to him, and like, "What are you doing? Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!" And he did it, and the truck went straight in, and he's like, "Get out! Get
Oh,
out!" And, like,
jeez.
he is flying. Okay, let's see what we got. What do you call?
A truck in the water with the tail sticking up.
I don't know. What do you call it? Happy New Year, guys! Everyone, be safe and have fun. Thank you, Amy.
Yep. Thank you, Amy. Happy New Year.
I watched a Cadillac go through last week. Oh my gosh!
Ooh.
Hello, I'm an Indian depression patient.
Okay.
Boy, hope you get better.
Yep.
Gator says I'm in. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
All right.
Please help me.
Is this spam?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just
Gosh.
let's.
I don't know how I can.
Oh, you can't even block him, huh? That's weird.
I block. Yeah, I can't block other people. I can't block him. Yeah, I can block other people. I can't block him.
That's wonderful.
I may have to do it through Facebook
Well,
itself.
Psychotropic medicine, and it doesn't work.
A tailgater. There you go.
A tailgater.
We get really bad ice here in the Poconos. Plenty of deer that walk right out in front of you and no way to stop. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I can block this guy.
Yes,
Is that a
please do.
phone number?
I think so. Let's put the block on that.
Oh gosh. Come on.
Doctor. I don't know how to say it, but please stop.
I can't trying to get to it. I gotta wait for him.
Oh, everyone, happy New Year, Donald. Donald Cordell.
There we go. He should be banned from the stream now.
All right, cool. Oh gosh, Brian.
I'm not reading that one.
I think that's the same last name as the doctor I had when I got my old colonoscopy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, fun times.
So yeah, I'm ready for ice season. I'm ready.
I'm ready to. I think it'll be fun, just like last year.
Probably borrow your dad's trailer again for the ice trip.
Sure, you won't have an issue with that.
We'll just put the thing on it and the shanty on it.
Pull it out there and drive it out on the ice.
Technically, if I get that thing this weekend, it can pull a trailer up to 1,700 pounds.
Right? Yeah, be no problem.
So I do want to build. Maybe next year I want to build a nice ice house.
Okay.
I never built one because I don't have any way to. I didn't have any way to move it.
Right. Yeah.
Funny thing is, I know a doctor, Turka.
He's an
endocrinologist.
Thank you. Hormones.
I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for actual winter. I really enjoyed the episode about cloud creatures. Please do more. Don't worry, there will be more. We try to space them out, the atmospheric creatures, because I love talking about them. Don't get me wrong.
We don't want to burn out.
He changed his name.
How'd he do that?
He got rid of the space between doctor.
I think it was like that before.
It was not. I don't think.
Yeah, it's still there. It was.
Well, he changed something because I haven't. He's banned.
Dang it, doctor! Great guy with a southern accent that's thick as gray.
Well, I can ask him to join the live stream.
Yeah, ask him to do that. Let's do that.
Gary,
let's bring him in.
Missed you guys. Happy New Year from New York. Raccoon and Sloth at Niagara Falls.
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
Which I always thought Niagara Falls was so far away, and it's not.
It's not that far at all.
Like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Because is that here? No, what is that? Huron and Erie? Or no, is it Superior and Erie? What's the lake over there?
Superior is this? It would be Huron.
So Huron and Erie.
It had to. I think so.
Hey, how many Great Lakes are there?
5.
No.
But there's this Great Upper Basin. That's what?
So it's an impossible question. We'll end on this note. How many Great Lakes are there?
Okay.
You could say as little as 3.
Okay.
I think its most is 9.
Wow. Oh, well, I go 5. Homes.
Because technically, the separation between is it Michigan and
Superior.
and then what's the one way off? No, it's Ontario. It's Ontario and Erie.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the one that's way off by itself.
Gotcha.
So it's Huron and Erie, or Huron and Lake Michigan as the separation by the bridge, right? So it's that 3-mile stretch.
Okay.
Or 5-mile stretch.
The Mackinac Bridge.
Yeah, because technically it's not a river connecting them. It's a water interchange. Because
Okay.
water goes back and forth all day, every day.
Oh, okay.
There's no constant flow.
Okay.
So technically speaking, they're not different lakes.
Okay.
So Huron in Michigan.
There, Robert. Niagara's between Erie and Ontario.
Thank you. Technically, they should be one lake
Okay.
because there's no river connecting. There's no one-way water flow.
Right. Yeah.
So they're technically the same body of water.
It's all just one big. Yeah.
I'll read. Okay, Niagara Falls, Lake Superior. Thank you. I told my wife that your book would be a great birthday gift for me. Creatures of the water above, fascinating. Thank you. And that's about 20 minutes from me. Oh, there you go.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So there's that. Technically, people say St. Clair should be included, which is massive in its own right. But it's that dot that connects Erie to Huron.
Oh, okay.
There's that river.
Yeah.
And then there's that big lake in between them. St. Clair is a massive lake, but not compared to like when you're looking.
Is that
at
up in
Erie.
Wisconsin?
Michigan? No, it's the one that's between Michigan and Canada.
Okay. I just need to visualize it now.
I won the book and the salt and pepper shakers. Oh yeah, they'll be coming. I think I'm gonna try to mail them either at the end of this week or early next week.
Because I feel like
So there's that, right? So you can go down to 4 already.
Yeah.
Or you could go up to 6.
Okay.
If you count all of them plus St. Clair.
Where's St. Clair again? I'm looking up for it.
Between Erie and Huron.
Between Erie and Huron.
Right?
Oh, right there. Okay. Oh, yeah, just okay,
But
sure.
400 square miles.
Yeah, it's big.
It's big, but when you're sitting, people don't realize how big it is because when you're looking at a map,
With the other lake.
there's Huron and Erie right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, guys. And then there's 3 Great Lakes in Canada just passed that people say should be included.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, there's some.
I think the 2 ones they really want included in the Great Lakes are Slave Lake and I think Great Bear Lake.
Where are those at? I'm looking up the big lakes in Canada on the map.
Oh my gosh, she's back. I keep banning them. All right, bye, guys. Start saying bye. I let my friend listen to the water horse episode, and before you got to the size, he thought it was a moose. Did you hear that the 2 men in Oregon dying while searching for big? Yeah, looking for strains. We talked about that earlier. It's sad.
Yeah, very sad.
Riley said St. Clair is the best bass fishing lake in the world. I'll argue. I think Del Hollow is, but Richard said grandkids woke up, gonna finish this coffee and hit the trails. Thank you guys. Made my day better. Well, thank you. Enjoy your grandkids.
Yes, enjoy them, Richard. Have a good New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Bye, Caroline.
Bye.
Bye, Gary. Bye, Dr. Sharik.
Chic. Hope you get better.
Do you know India has one of the highest gun per population in the world?
Wow, I did not know that.
But it also has the lowest gun ownership.
Okay.
That's like 4 people own.
What is it's just the military have it all?
Yeah, the U.S. has 1.3 guns to every person.
Yeah.
And they have I think they're at 2 guns per person.
Wow.
But almost nobody in India owns a gun.
That's kind of strange, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Bye. Happy New Year. Bye, Robert. Bye, Paul. Bye, Jake.
Bye, guys. Green Bay is really big. Like the actual bay, not the city.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't realize that.
Well, yeah. Slave Lake and Bear Lake. Great Bear Lake, I think, is what it is.
Well, what is this? Lake Winnipeg. That's
That-
huge. That's like almost as big as, well, just as big as Lake Erie. That should be one, I would imagine.